welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we're talking about taking a break. Hey
Janine. Hey Shannon, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Oh,
I love
yay.
it so much. What's not to love, if you ask me, about a holiday where we're asked to express gratitude? I mean,
Yeah.
And eat really good food.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, So, yeah, it's the highlight of November, without a doubt.
The kids call this No School November because last week the schools are closed on
Veterans Day,
and then the day after is always a in-service day. So they had a 4-day weekend, and then they have the whole week off.
Oh my gosh!
Thanksgiving.
They get Thanksgiving week off. Oh my gosh! Wow.
So
No school in November.
Yeah.
And then they probably get a good amount of time off in December.
I think they go up to like the 17th.
And then
So I think they end up with like 2
weeks,
2.5 weeks.
So they're taking a break.
Yeah. Just like us.
That's right.
Yeah. So it was very funny. I think I brought it up about the idea of us taking a hiatus because in our 180 something episodes, we have never done that.
Right, yeah, 3.5 years of every week putting up a podcast. A few of them were reruns, but not many. And we still had to do work to put them up.
Yeah.
And well, you did. You are the one who brought it up, but I had been thinking along the same lines.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say is that I thought it was really interesting that we were both thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it was a sign that we needed to take a little break. So we are going to press pause for 4 weeks. Is that what we decided?
Yes. So this episode, which will be our last before the hiatus, will is airing on Thanksgiving Day on the 25th. And then our next episode will air on December 30th.
Right. Yeah. So is that 4 weeks? 1, 2, 3. That's 5 weeks.
Oh, it's 5 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. So we're taking a little 5-week time off where we can re-energize and think about topics. And we are going to so miss recording by the time we come back, Shannon.
I know.
We will be just, who knows, we'll probably be chatty Cathys.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, I'm sure that this little break will give our brains all kinds of ideas of things to talk about. I mean, not that we have such a hard time coming up with topics, but I think it's a good idea to give your brain a little bit of a break sometimes.
Absolutely. Your brain, your body, you're just getting off the treadmill this has been absolutely delightful to do every week. Talking with you is, not work, but always having the deadlines associated with publishing the podcast. It'll be nice to have a week where we don't, or 5, where we don't have to do that.
A week or 5. I know, and we thought about doing, rerunning episodes, but that isn't without work too. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty notorious for, taking a break, and I'm doing big finger quotes, and not really taking a break, like sort of half working. Mm-hmm. And so then you don't really get the work done that you want to do, or not the quality of it, and you don't really get the quality of a rest, of a real break.
Right, exactly. I think that taking a break, for us, for this, but really in so many different parts of your life, when you're able, can revitalize, allow your brain to rest, as you said. It can just be so beneficial. And I anticipate this will be the case with getting to good enough, taking a little break.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I don't know. Maybe like in 2 weeks, we'll be like, I want to record again.
Right. Let's just do a real quick one. Well, if we were doing that, we could always create ourselves a backlog, which would not be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's a good time too for our listeners to give themselves a break too. I think it's easy to sort of get in this mindset of feeling like, you have to be working towards something all the time. And, if you're trying to let go of perfectionism or you're sort of in the whole personal development, self-help kind of stuff, that, you need to be working on yourself all the time. And I think it's really useful to just kind of be for a while.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. However, if anybody just can't, or is really sad at the prospect of there isn't a new episode, there are 182 other episodes that you can listen to, or however many original ones there are. But yeah, there's no shortage of, I think there are probably less than one people, well, 2 counting us. We're probably the only 2 people who've listened to all the episodes, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh God. I did not know where you were going with that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit brain dead, I think. I think I need a break.
Oh, well, guess what?
I'm going to get one.
It's so convenient.
Yeah.
But the other thing I think is useful to remind people is going back and listening to episodes can be really helpful. I have a tendency to not go back and reread things or listen to things. And I'm finding out that, especially as I get older, going back and re-listening to something, I always get something different out of it. It could be just the place you're at in your life. It could be, the situation you're in when you're listening to it, whatever. But you always hear different things every time you listen to it.
Right. Yeah. I feel like sometimes I hear something that I just really needed to hear that day in that situation. Yeah. And sometimes I'll, feel like, I feel like listening to a podcast, and try to use my intuition to sort of pick an episode of a favorite podcast. And sometimes there's some really great info in it. Like, I can't believe I heard this today.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe some people who might be missing us during our hiatus will find an older episode that is really helpful.
Yes.
Even if they've already listened to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, we would love to hear all about that.
Well, that's true. Please do tell us.
I think I have shared with you recently that I've heard from a few people who have pointed out specific podcasts that they found really helpful.
That's nice.
Yeah, one person was listening to the episode on task management systems, and when we were talking about how sometimes things just quit working for you, and that's okay, and you just try something new and just sort of have a number of tools in your toolbox. Mm-hmm. And she shared how freeing that was for her. Like she wasn't a failure if something quit working. It just sometimes that happens, and it's okay.
Oh, that's excellent. And it is true. And boy, don't we all deserve to free ourselves from feeling guilty about stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
So there's all kinds of great nuggets in past podcasts. And I mean, I know when I've listened to, well, even when I listen to ones that we recorded only a week or two ago, I'm surprised by some of the things that we talk about because I can't remember. But I know when I listen to older ones in particular, it's like, oh right, that's a good thing. I want to remember that.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we don't want to toot our own horns too much, but I think we have some good nuggets out there.
It's true. But I think there's a lot to be gained from taking a break. And, it's both physically, mentally, emotionally. I think this will give us an opportunity to kind of, see what pops up.
Yeah, and if, it's conceivable that listeners might think of ideas for us as well while we're on a break, and they should tell us if there's something, if there's anything that you think you wish we would talk about, by all means.
Yeah. Please do let us know. And I don't know, do you have more to say about us being gone, or about good reasons to take a break and to make it a real break?
Right. Well, I would say maybe we can inspire others to take breaks from things that they're doing on the regular that are starting to feel a little bit laborious. Think of Janine and Shannon are taking 5 weeks off. I can take a little time off of this and know that we'll be back and our podcast will survive this hiatus, and so will perhaps whatever your thing is.
Yeah. Yeah. And there just is something about like creating that space that allows you to sort of re-energize around the topic. And I keep thinking of this quote, and I feel like it's been misattributed, but it's the idea of like stopping in the middle of a sentence so that you create this tension. So when you come back to it, it's like you're drawn back to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I always attribute that to Mark Forster. And his he talks about taking time, setting a timer and walking away the minute it goes off. No matter what you're doing, because the brain craves completion.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Just all of a sudden I thought, maybe she's talking about something entirely different. But yeah, so you think we're going to be jonesing to get back to this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we will.
I think so. So we encourage you to think about where you could take a break in your life somehow, and to allow yourself to really take a break, like really step away from something. It often feels hard to do. I know both Janine and I have heard other people talk about, taking a break from their podcasts and being worried about what will happen if they're not putting out a new episode every week. And I feel like what we're going to gain is far more than anything we might possibly lose.
I agree.
Yeah, so we would love to hear from you. Are you planning to take a break? At least now that you've heard this? Do you have ideas for what you would like us to bring to the new year? Because 2022 is coming soon. You can let us know on Facebook or Instagram at Getting to Good Enough. You can head over to Twitter at GTG Enough, or to the show notes at gettingtogoodenough.com. You can always give us a call at 413-424-GTGE 4843 and leave us a voice message. But until next time, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. I have this song from Sound of Music going through my head. So long, farewell.